subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
We got the tether. Let me get all the hostile tethers up here. We got Blood Money. He's a Nigerian tether who lives in the UK. This is Blood Money. He tries to cosplay his look as foundational Black Americans. He has a lot of jealousy of foundational Black Americans. He looks like a bootleg Travis Scott. Well, how are you, Blood Money?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, I just wanted to say, Tariq, why is it that Black Americans have problems with every other group?
Well, every other group has problems with us because we help every other group. In fact, foundational Black Americans are the only ones who consistently help all of you people. Don't nobody else really help you guys. And then y'all turn around and have contempt for us. Now, why do y'all have contempt for us and we're the only ones who help you? Without being exploitive, without being exploitive. That's the key word there. We're not exploitive. So what's that about?
Okay, but how do we have contempt for you? You're the same person that says that everyone copies your culture. So that means that we admire you. How do we have contempt for you?
Yeah, because when
That's a contradiction.
y'all call up, just like the Puerto Rican, just like the other guy, y'all call into these spaces, y'all do things to undermine us, y'all have a lot of secret contempt and vitriol. You get into our political spaces and then try to undermine us. You infiltrate places like the Congressional Black Caucus, which is full of tethers who go out of their way to not do things for a foundational Black American. So that's what I mean. You do real world contemptuous things towards us, and you think for some reason we're supposed to be cool with that. What makes you think we're supposed to let that go on?
Okay, so when you say that, you're referring to like Barack Obama, Kamala Harris,
That,
etc., right?
oh, no, those are just a couple of examples, way more. Those are just big examples, but just a lot. Even you have a lot of vitriol towards foundational Black Americans. You try to hide it, but it comes out. You have a lot of contempt for us.
I have vitriol for Black Americans because every day on my TL, I'm seeing Black Americans denigrating Africans unprovoked.
That's not true. It ain't no.
That is true. You got pages dedicated to denigrating Africans.
No, sir. It's
Do you want me to name a few?
it's people now. I don't give a. It's people responding to the vitriol that y'all been spewing for decades. We let that shit go on, and we're just not letting it go on no more. Y'all sat up here in y'all little websites and message boards, really denigrating us. Y'all would come over here and start blogs like Media Takeout, World Star, Shade Room, and go out of your way to show the underbelly of foundational Black American society, but you would always show your culture in a positive light. So y'all been doing that type of stuff for a long time. So it ain't us doing that type of shit to you. But people are checking that nonsense now as we should. And now y'all want to cry foul that you're getting checked for that. Right?
All right, all right, I heard that, but yeah, I just wanted to. Did you see that post about the Nigerians and the Black Americans with the Uber driver?
Attacking an Uber driver? What do you mean?
No, did you see the post that white guy put up about the Nigerian Uber driver
Right.
saying that
Yes.
yeah, you saw that, right?
I did see that.
And have you noticed that in the comments, the Black Americans are trying to get approval from white people?
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. They're literally in the comments. They're in the comments trying to denigrate Nigerians. Why? Why do you even care about what white people
Well,
think? Why do you care what white
no,
people are saying about you?
you don't get that shit straight. We don't try to get approval from them. We don't give a shit. But we're just letting folks know we're not cool with the way y'all get around white folks and start denigrating us. We don't do that. Let me tell you something about our culture. We don't get around white supremacists and denigrate Africans. We never do that, because they always try to do that by talking about Africa. Look at Africa, look how poor they are. We don't sit there cockeying and keying because we know inadvertently they're indirectly trying to shit on us too. So we don't let them do that. Y'all, on the other hand, when these white supremacists come around and start saying stuff about us, and y'all be like, "Ooh, I hate those Black American niggas, those FBAs. I hate those old lazy niggas." Y'all sit there, cacan and kiki, and denigrating us. So that's something very outside of our culture. We don't do that, and y'all are infamous for doing that, and that's a problem, right?
But you guys set the tone of the relationship. You guys love to shit on Africans. Yourself, you especially, you're
Nobody shits on that. Who do you think helped you guys? We're the only ones who help you without trying to exploit you. What are you talking about? Who else is helping Africa? Let's just cut to the bullshit. Who else? Who's really helping Africa outside of Africa?
we're helping ourselves.
Now, you're in Britain. You're not even helping yourself. You're getting the hell out of your homeland. Who actually helps Africa outside of um, Africa? Who helps Africa?
No one. But I wanted to say, how did you help Africans though?
We do. We're always doing things to help Africa. We're always trying to uplift the history. That's us who do that. The John Henry Clarks, the Azra Kwazis, our good brother, and these are some of the people who passed. Renoko Rashidi, Anthony Browder. These Foundation Americans always trying to uplift the history of Africa. Even with my films, I try to uplift the history of Africa. I would
So why are you denigrating us now
no,
then?
I'm not denigrating you. I'm not denigrating
You do to
ever. I'm
you denigrate us every day, man. These rhetorics that you're pushing out is very delusional, and it's
I'm
just
not denigrating you. But what you're going to do, you're going to get a wake up call if we try to help you, and then you turn around and try to crap on us. And I'm going to give you a gentle reminder that you're not really popping over there right now to the point where you can be sitting here pointing your finger at people. So that's not getting being denigrated. You're getting some straightening. You understand? I'm still cool with African folks. I'm very cool, but I ain't letting you, the Myron Gaines, and none of these other people bring your ass over here and denigrate my lineage and my people here. Those days are over. You understand?
yeah, yeah, I get what you're saying. Another thing as well, you can't really group everyone together because people like Myron Gaines, you think I like Myron Gaines. He's a
No,
Sambo. Like, I don't like Myron
oh,
Gaines, so you
there's
can't group us
no
all
dude.
together.
There's so many Africans who agree with that dude. I have had a ton of them from all over Africa, not just East Africa, who agree with them. They share the same anti-FBA views as Myron Gaines. There's a lot of them, and just like that Uber driver, there's a bunch of them who get around white people and say what they really feel about us. And they've been doing that for decades. And they're very ungrateful. And we done broke our backs trying to help y'all. And we ain't playing that game no more. Anyway, but thank you so much, Blood Money. I appreciate you. Yeah, man, those damn days are over. And for the post he's talking about, yeah, there's a tweet that went viral, and I'm going to read it for you, family. And I reposted it and it went viral on my thing too. Let me read this tweet. And this tweet is from, he's a suspected white supremacist himself, by the way. This guy, hold on one second. Where we at? Where we at? So this guy, he was in an Uber, this white man. Oh, where we at? Where we at? Okay, well, how come my thing ain't loading? Okay, there we go. All right. So his tweet is he's like, I asked my Nigerian Uber driver yesterday if Americans were friendly. He said almost everyone was. Then he went on a 20-minute tirade about Black Americans, how badly they treated him, and he didn't want to live by them or do business with them. And they are the rudest people he'd ever encountered. In his words, quote, if I get 10 Nigerians together in America, I guarantee at least 9 of us have degrees. I have 3 degrees. I was not poor in Nigeria. I come here to work a basic job. I'm fine with this. We must start somewhere. You're born in this country, your entire life is here, but you cannot get a degree? You cannot work? What is wrong with you to act this way? I'm going to buy a house and live far away from them, meaning Foundation of Black Americans, in a better neighborhood than where I live now. So he's up here cacan and kikiing with this suspected white supremacist denigrating us, talking that Prince of Zamunda shit. They always pull that Prince of Zamunda. I'm not poor in Nigeria. I got all this money. I'm a Nigerian prince, but I'm over here working a basic job. I have to pretend to be poor. Okay, stop. So a lot of people were chiming in on this discussion. And let's be real, that type of mindset from them, that's been around for a minute. They've had that mindset for a minute. This real vitriolic mindset towards foundational Black Americans. They've been on that. Now, family, thank goodness for Uber and rideshare apps now, because remember, family, y'all know decades ago in cities like New York, DC, a lot of those East Coast cities, where foundational Black Americans, we couldn't get cabs. Y'all remember those days? So we don't have that problem now because we got ride sharing. But remember when we could not get cabs as foundational Black Americans in places like New York? I would go to New York all the time back before the ride sharing apps. And I'd go out there in the winter and I'd be out there freezing for like 20, 30 minutes waiting on a damn cab while the cabs would drive past me to get to the white people. It was them tethers driving them cabs. You understand what I'm saying? It was them damn tethers driving them cabs, ladies. And let's be real, it was them driving them cabs doing that old shit. They've been doing little stuff like that for years. Yeah? They've been, well, the excuse was we don't want these niggas to rob us because we got robbed by niggas before. Yeah, whatever. But sometimes we be out there with our families. You know, the family ain't gonna rob you. They'd leave us in the cold. They were doing that stuff for the longest. So yeah, they've always had that little vitriolic relationship or disposition towards us. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of them have. Let's get Brother Ani Asaru in the building. Brother Ani, what's up, sir? Brother Ani, where you at?
What's going on, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing pretty good. You're absolutely right. You hitting on everything tonight, and also what that other tether said about Fat Joe and all the way up. That came out of 2016, but
Oh
he
yeah.
needed our energy. He needed Remy Ma. He needed the energy of FBA on that song. So we need to highlight everything that he ever did that really blew up. Most of the things he did was because of foundational Black American energy, and I land on that.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, all the way up. That was damn near a decade ago. Like I said. All right. Let's get on. What's this person's name? Tawanga. Let's get Tawanga in the building. Tawanga. All right. I think. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Tawanga, hop in.
Hello, my brother. How are you?
I'm good, Tawanga. How are you?
I'm good too. Uh,
Where you
I'm
from?
from Senegal.
You're from Senegal. Okay.
Yes, and actually, I live in Kenya.
You live in Kenya. Okay. So what's on
Yeah,
your tonight, man?
man, all good. I heard everything you said. And sorry, by the way, I speak French, so my English is not that good. But I'm gonna try and speak with you.
It's good.
Uh, all right. So, you see, in Africa, we don't hate African Americans. Uh, I can guarantee you that when you go to Senegal, when you go to Kenya, and everywhere in sub-Saharan Africa, 99% of people you're gonna encounter are really nice people. They don't talk shit about African Americans. They're really nice,
I,
and we don't hate you guys.
I
Seriously.
I agree. I agree. They're very nice people over there. I've been all over Africa. Most of the people I met were very nice people. They were very good people. The problem we have is that, and Dr. John Henry Clark talked about this too. He said a lot of folks leave Africa, come to the West, and start playing these little goofy games, and that's the problem. A lot of the Sambos start coming over here with that bullshit, or they go to the Western nations and then they start trying to get brand new and act like they didn't come from a place that was struggling. and then try to point their fingers at us, that's when we got a problem, because we're not going to, denigrate nobody because they're struggling. Because again, we go over there and we try to help. I've helped so many African nations. The problem is the ones who leave, they have
Yes, I really agree.
they have a contempt for their home, and then they have contempt for us because we're in our home and we're standing on home and lineage business. So they kind of feel a certain way about that. So they try to bring us down a peg by wagging their finger, like, what about black on black crime, nigga? And then we have to gently remind them, dude, you left a crime ridden place. Now don't let us get on you. So that's what we're doing. We're just getting some straightening. We're just getting some straightening. But we ain't got no problem with the brothers and sisters over there. Shout out to you guys. We just want folks to build things up and get things popping so we can go visit and be comfortable when we go visit. That's all we're saying. All right. Let me see. Shout out to everybody in here. All right. We're in here heavy. Let's get Noisy B in the building. Noisy B in the building. Well, we're in here heavy. There's a lot of people in here. Noisy B, what's up, brother? Noisy B, what's happening?
What's good? What's good, Terry? Yeah, I just came up in regards to that Sheena Cardo
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, wait.
Uh,
Get those headphones out. Those earphones, that earpiece. That earpiece is very janky. Let's get that off.
yeah, hold
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Yeah. That earpiece is not the business, brother. You need to send that back to Timu. Send them back and get your $8 back. All right. All right, Noisy, you good?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Much better. Much better. All right. So you
In regards to Giancarlo, yeah, don't mind him. Don't worry about him or anything. He's low class immigrant who got kicked out of both countries he immigrated to. First, he tried immigrating to the UK, then he got kicked out of there and immigrated to America. Yeah, me and Davinsky just learned that a few days.
Wow.
Yep.
That-
Yeah, so he's a super tether.
Oh, not the super tether. He's a tether with super tether powers.
Yep.
He can make Goya from scratch in less than 2 seconds. Okay, he's a super tether.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. Thank you. All right.